Hello, everyone. Yes, to reflect upon week 4 and 5, and after that, I'll do the intro for week 6. As you can see, I have a blank background here, and the cat has been banned from the room. Um, One of the things I want to comment on regarding the staffing section is right now, because the labor market is the way that it is, sometimes it is it's difficult to attract and retain talent. So all the creative ways and all the things you can think of, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, how do you engage employees, all of those things are very, very meaningful in this day and age. So I was very impressed with all of your hard work on writing job descriptions and creative ways for staffing. I reinforced this in some of your papers, but I wanted to reinforce it again. As you're dealing with recruiting methods, my opinion is having a variety of methods is the most effective. And this is primarily because you want to make sure, for example, you don't just do referrals, or you just don't do college recruiting, or you just don't use Indeed.com. You want to use, at least 2 or 3, maybe more even, different methods for recruiting, because that helps ensure you have a diverse population. And you also, if you are having government contracts, you need to make sure that you're looking at affirmative action plans and that you're focusing on making sure that you're going out to colleges that do have diverse populations as well. Let's see. The other thing we talked about, and some of you brought this up, is the whole issue of fairness. And I just want to kind of share a few examples that I've been through in my career. Is some of you have heard of Sarbanes-Oxley, and when we went through that, when that came into play, basically cost analysts and controllers could name their price. So what was happening is we would get a controller or a cost analyst, and their former company would give them another offer, basically a counter offer, and then they would leave us, or they'd go back to their former company. So what then had happened is when we finally were able to keep some people, we had other cost analysts that had been around and stayed with the company and were loyal, that were paid very close to the amount of people that were newer. So we did have to make some changes, and slowly within a budget, because sometimes you can't pay everybody all at once, move those other people up to a higher rate. And you look at the economy from 2008 to today, a lot of people, we're going to be having a labor shortage, unskilled and skilled. And I think I did include a video during week 1. Anyway, the other tips I made for job descriptions is use your action words, and make your qualifications very tangible and job related, because the worst thing you could do is have an invalid, basically an invalid selection process. Other things I noticed, people still seem to be struggling with APA. When I upload this, I am going to include an APA guide again. I feel like I did it during the first week, but I find it very helpful. You can also use the Purdue OWL online system as well, and they have these samples available to you. I'm trying to think compensation-wise. I think we've touched on that enough. I was very impressed I really enjoyed watching your videos and loved hearing what you feel like you've learned from week 1 to 4. I would say this class definitely has a strong business integration with human resources. So I can tell that it's a little bit of things that you're kind of pulling in come from business and HR, which is fine. You want to have people who have a good business sense as well. So that really wraps up what I've seen, but I hope you all feel my pain now with these videos. And I hope you enjoy your week. And I'll upload this one, then I'll be uploading the next week's kind of intro. We'll be focusing primarily on labor relations and a little bit on workers' comp, and along with labor relations, the grievance procedure. So again, as always, feel free to text me or email me. Those are probably the 2 best ways to reach me if you need immediate help, because my email goes directly to my Gmail on my phone, and obviously text happens relatively quickly. Oh, one more comment. I know a couple of you did not do your video, and that is going to be a requirement in next week's discussion post. So if you are wanting to do your video, please contact me via text so that I can review the late policies and things along those lines and see if you can still submit it. But if you have done it or you have not done it, do it so that you can make sure you can post your discussion for next week. All right, have a great Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye.